Hi, Libra. It's Angela from Grounded Dreamers. How are you? We're here. We're going to do a little spread here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. We're going to just see what the energies are. I'm going to call this the May video. And really, it's whenever you happen upon it, whenever you're drawn to listen to this video, that's when those energies are ready for you to work with, right? So as you know, a lot of my readings, or all of my readings, they're intuitive readings. I'm not a psychic. I don't predict. I don't look for outcomes. It's more of an internal issue and tapping into your internal energy and seeing, what aspects of yourself you can shine a light on and work on and develop as you continue your spiritual path. Okay, so for you, Libra, the oracle card that I pulled for you is contemplation. This is kind of going to guide us through the Zen spread, the Zen Tarot card spread that we're going to do. But this is kind of the overall theme. So this is a space of needing to make a decision, or, this could be an internal choice that you want to make, and it's taking that time to mull it over, to sit with it, to sit with the energy before taking action. Okay, so there could be something on the horizon for you that needs to go forward, that you need to make a decision on. And right now, the guidance is saying, go ahead and wait. Go ahead and let's flesh this all out within, and let's figure out what's going on before making any moves. Okay. Okay. So I got your Zen cards here. We're going to pull this down for a minute. All right. So this spread, it's a simple spread. The horizontal cards are where you are now. This is your starting point, and the internal and external energies are here. And then the key to moving forward, and then the outcome or the insight into the whole spread. And this will all be as it pertains to the art of contemplation. Okay. So your first card is sorrow. So, okay, for some of you, if there is a decision to make, it might make you feel sad. It might make you feel a sense of loss. It might make you feel a little disempowered. Okay. That's interesting. This is also a mental energy. This is a mind card. So sometimes, as we use our minds and our thoughts to mull things over and contemplate, sometimes it brings stuff up, right? I wish I could make decisions faster. I wish I was already made, I've already made my way through this conundrum that I'm facing. But truly, this is also just a reminder that every single thing isn't a perfectly happy experience. Sometimes we have sorrowful experiences. Maybe this decision is about a loss, or needing to decide maybe whether to keep someone in your life or some aspect of your experience in your life. Maybe it's about a move, and that makes you feel sad, whatever. But the sorrow card is significant in that, first of all, it's a starting point, so we could see where we grow from there. But it's important to go ahead and feel the sorrow, right? That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Before the decision can be made, feel it all the way through. Okay, the sorrow card is internally supported by this sense of totality. So hello, go ahead and feel it all the way, be all in, right? It doesn't mean you're going to stay there, right? These little acrobats in this card are moving through their routine, right? They're in the zone, they're focused, they're allowing all of, their energy to be focused on this one moment. And then they'll move into the next moment, right? When the swing moves the other way, then they're in the next moment. And that's kind of what this is asking, is that you be all in. Be all in with the need to make the decision. And look how this figure, she's alone in this. This doesn't mean she's lonely and she has no support and she has no one else. This is a job for only her to do, right? This is where she will regain her empowerment, is by sitting with it, finding the answers, letting the answers show up, and then making the decision, right? It helps her move through the sorrow. And she can do it on her own for sure, as long as you're fully in. You're fully in. Externally, in your waking life, these combined energies of feeling everything through and being totally focused internally, it results in a better understanding. The first thing that came to me is a better understanding of self, right? That the bars or those barriers that separate you from that which you want, or separate you from another, or separate you from your happy self or whatever, they're an illusion. Those bars are an illusion. They're not there. It's all a matter of, finding a way to incorporate all of your experience into your decision making, right? Especially because this is a water card. So it's also asking you to remember the way, your choices make you feel. Remember how you feel, or take into account how it makes you feel as you're trying to contemplate and make a decision. How does that make me feel? If I decide A, does that make me feel aligned? Does that make me feel, more or less in line with that decision? Or do I feel a pulling and a distancing from that outcome? So, all of this has to be taken into account before going forward and making that choice. The next card, and the key to moving forward, is the seeds of intention that you plant along the way. So yeah, I have a big decision to make. It doesn't make me feel the greatest, but I am going to pay attention to every feeling that comes through this, and know that it's all part of the one for me. It's all valid. It all must be part of my experience in order for me to move forward. And as I set my intentions to move forward, I can trust that I did it with my full self, right? My fully flowered, fully blossomed self. Okay. And then after the intentions are set, after this contemplation period's over and you've made your decision moving forward, then look what we have. Transformation. The change comes, the shift comes. You make the change, you make the shift, and then we're on to the next one, right? Because this is kind of a cyclical thing, but I love it. I love that staying aligned with your true feelings, even if it is sort of sadness and not all rosy and perfect, it still can result if you stick with it, if you honor, all those things you're feeling within you and honor it all, you can still move forward and effect some real change. This transformation kind of makes me feel like it's within yourself, like a personal shift, but this could also mean, the contemplation could mean something to do with a relationship, and it brings up sad feelings, and then you make sure that you're fully committed to the shift and to the change, and that you're listening to the other person with that understanding card, and then set intentions to make it better. And then, you find the result that feels a little better, right? This could also have to do with someone else, but mostly I read for what's happening within you. So that's kind of how I first took it, is that this is a shift that's going on within you, a decision you must make, only you. Okay. All right. I love this though. I love the outcome, and how there's, even taking into account some sorrow and some sad feelings and maybe some loss, you still can move forward. You can still plant those fresh seeds. Remember, we plant seeds in freshly tilled ground, right? So kind of reminds you of loss. If you rake away everything that was growing and you start fresh, there's some loss there, but there's also the potential for growth. And the way this spread laid out, the path that laid out for you, it surely does lead to true transformation and growth for you. I love it. I love this so much. Okay. All right, Libra. we will see you. I'll see you again in a couple weeks, and we'll do another reading. I'll probably do a couple of general readings in between, and we'll try to get some momentum going here on this channel again. Okay, take care.